Good morning. Globally, markets and policymakers are juggling a volatile mix of conflict risk, climate shocks, and a fast-moving AI and technology cycle. In the Middle East, tensions have escalated again after Iran struck targets it says are linked to the United States, following an attack on a cargo ship in the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. military says it responded with strikes on several Iranian sites. The immediate development to watch is the risk of disruption around Hormuz, a critical energy and shipping choke point, which can quickly feed into oil prices, insurance costs, and broader inflation expectations. In the Americas, Venezuela is facing a deepening disaster after major earthquakes. Death tolls reported by international outlets range from around 900 to more than 1,400, with tens of thousands reported missing, and international rescue teams arriving as searches continue. Beyond the humanitarian emergency, the scale of infrastructure damage and displacement is likely to weigh on regional stability and economic capacity for months. In Europe, an extreme heat wave has broken temperature records in Germany and forced the cancellation of public events. This is another material signal of climate-driven disruption, with implications for energy demand, worker safety, transport reliability, and insurance losses across the continent. On the technology front, AI policy and supply chains remain in flux. The Financial Times reports the Trump administration has allowed some access to Anthropic's Mythos, easing tensions with the AI lab, but underscoring an ad hoc regulatory approach that can change quickly. Separately, Apple is seeking approval to buy memory chips from a blacklisted Chinese company, highlighting how semiconductor pricing pressure is pushing firms to test the boundaries of export controls and national security rules. The practical takeaway is that the technological revolution is now tightly coupled to geopolitics. AI capability, chip supply, and regulation are moving together, and that increases uncertainty for global investment and product roadmaps. Turning to Australia, the government is tightening the screws on major platforms. Al Jazeera reports Canberra will double fines on big tech after finding children are still bypassing the under-16 social media ban. This is a significant enforcement step, and it will matter for platform compliance costs, content moderation systems, age verification technology, and the workload across regulators and the Australian Public Service in monitoring and prosecuting breaches. On the domestic economy, SBS notes inflation has eased and property momentum is cooling as tax time approaches. For households, that combination can relieve some cost of living pressure, but it also sharpens attention on wages, rents, and mortgage settings. For policymakers, it keeps the focus on whether disinflation is durable without tipping growth too far down. In markets, there's no specific ASX lead item in today's set of reports, but the main drivers to watch remain global. Any sustained lift in oil prices from Hormuz risk, and any renewed chip price pressure from supply constraints and export control decisions, both of which can flow through to Australian energy, transport, tech, and consumer names. Finally, a local development with international dimensions. The Guardian reports an Australian man has been arrested in Thailand after a 17-year-old's body was found in a suitcase, with Thai police stopping him as he prepared to fly to Perth. This is now a cross-border criminal investigation, and will likely involve consular and law enforcement coordination. That's the latest on the material developments to start your day.